Just waiting for people to join. Oh, hello, Cosmos XX. We're finally back to streaming. DJ Mutt. Hello, Blitzy Bear. Yes, that's me. We're back and doing live streams. I was spazzing out, Cosmos. That's what happens when no one's in the stream. I just spaz out. Hello, Kenzie Plush. And look who's behind me. Striker. He can't talk because the person playing me doesn't voice him, but yep. Hello, Riley Gamer. Hi, Blitzy, you say? Hello. Hello, Aiden. Will Striker fight Rolando during the new season? Well, we haven't confirmed if Rolando is appearing or not. We kind of just did the voice for the sake of a stream. But who knows? What if Striker's not even a villain by then? Hello, my brother from another mother. Hello, Cool Skeleton. I see Striker. Yep, there he is. When is episode for 15 of Pokemon coming out? Saturday or Sunday this week. So be ready. We have some others Pokemon characters out, and it's the third gym, grass type. Hey Blitz, what shape is the Earth? Well, I saw a lot of people saying it's round on Earth. A lot of people who said it's flat too. Urgh. I answer that same question in the Q&A that's out now. Seems like we have 6 people in the stream. But yes, Aiden, Saturday or Sunday. We haven't figured it out. Are the Helluva Hazbin shorts canon to the Helluva Hazbin universe? Alright, kind of bring in the creator here. So, this is not Blitz talking, just for the sake that this is not a question asked to him. This is the E of Zini movies, and I will be answering that. No, the Helluva Hazbin shorts are not canon. So, for example, Stolas met Valentino in a Helluva Hazbin short. That never happened in the full canon universe of the Plush series. So the shorts are just kind of for fun, extra content. Will Scyther fight Charizard as a callback to the old Pokemon series? Maybe. It depends kind of where we are. Alright, I'm getting some questions. So, Cool Skeleton asks, what's your favorite Pokemon type? My favorite Pokemon type is Dark. I have a lot of favorite Dark types. And also the Z of Zini movies, he likes fighting types. That's his favorite. And Cosmos XX, I might do a callback. It's just, it depends kind of where we are in the series to the point where we'd see a Charizard, because they're still only at, like, the 3rd gym. Are y'all going to be doing a 3rd season of Pokemon when y'all are done with Season 2? So, we will be doing Hoenn as long as Pokemon Johto has stable views. So if its views stay stable or if it exceeds expectations, we will be doing Gen 3. And, yeah, but that's quite a long ways away. We will be making, of course, more videos as the schedule changes, but all that. What do you think of the Helluverse crossover being canon now? I like it. I just want everyone to know that we were the first. They're not our characters, technically, but we still crossed them over first. Will Fizzaroli and Angel be free from their owners somehow? I can't really answer that, to be honest, Cosmos. It's just a really big question that you all have to kind of figure out as the episodes progress. So I won't be spoiling. Yep, no spoilers. That's a good idea. Seems like we have 9 people in the chat. If you want any other characters to talk to, we can get them. It just can't be some of them. Cool Skeleton asks, this isn't for Blitz, so what things you do to get extra money for the bills and stuff since YouTube isn't doing a lot for you? I work, and guys, understand that all of my paychecks, well, not like every single dollar, but a lot of my money is going into the channel. So like almost all the Pokemon plushies are mine, all the Hazbin ones are mine, the Scooby ones are mine. It's just the Z of Zini movies has a lot of the puppets, like Junior and Cody. What kind of franchise besides Helluva Hazbin or Pokemon do you like? Mine is Predator and Alien. I'm a fan of Alien. I do like Predator as well, Cosmos. I was really big into that in 2019. That's when I really had my phase of those movies. And I still watch them now. I saw the new one in the theaters. But, Pokemon or Hazbin, both of them are the main ones. Hey, Blitz, have you ever watched James Bond? No. But I heard people talking about it on Earth. Apparently, there's guns. So, I'm interested. Why did Cody choose a Gen 4 starter if y'all aren't Gen 4? Aiden, I'm gonna be honest with you. Our Kanto series was trash. Like, we started when we were both younger. We had barely any Pokemon plush, and we didn't have any Kanto starters. Like, I bought Bulbasaur after the Z of Xeni movies made that video. So, like, we didn't edit, we didn't like music. I'm glad you still watched it. It's just like, it wasn't great. That's why we poke fun of it in Gen 2. Who's your favorite pony from My Little Pony? Pinkie Pie. Cosmos XX says, what's your favorite alien, aka Xenomorph? Mine is Grid, the one from Alien vs. Predator. The grid on his head. What is my favorite alien? I kind of like their design from the second movie. Like the Xenomorph designs for the second one. I believe there's like blue and brown variants. Hey Husk, hit Angel Dust again, Preston Cox says. Alright. Ow! There, got him. 100 people versus Alistair, who wins? Alistair. He's too powerful, and the people do not have powers. That's a very solid answer. I do like the warrior aliens from Alien 2. I also like an alien from a video game. It's an arcade game called, I think, Razor Claw. It's purple. And I do like that design, but it's not from a movie. Blitz, how many people have you slept with? Let me see. Well, I got plowed by Ozzy in episode 11. Obviously, Stolas, who knows how many times. I wish I could sleep with B. I slept with Verosica in the past. And then a whole bunch of other people. Honestly, Cool Skeleton, I can't even count. I guess my sin is a lust or something. Cosmos XX says, ooh, Razor Claw Xenomorph. That's nice. My second favorite is an alien toy called the Xenogorilla. I remember seeing that one in stores. Penchus has a question. Hey, Sir Penchus, are you inspired to Plankton from SpongeBob SquarePants? Yes. He's a pretty good villain. However, I'm not exactly a villain anymore. So I was inspired by him. Xenogorilla is part of the Dark Horse comics. I do remember getting those when the figures came out. So like I said, if you all saw the Q&A, I will be answering my questions on that now. Hey, Mr. E, I was going to watch one of the Alien movies, but I don't know which one to choose from. Have any options? I suggest, if you're really interested, start from part 1. It's kind of like, it lays the base for like what's to come in the series. I mean, I think Aliens, the second one, is the best one. I mean, that's, a lot of people think that, but like, I really enjoyed that one. So I'd say start with the first, just like, so you understand what goes on in the other 3 movies. Because the same main character is in all 3. What happened to Cody started from Gen 1 after the series? Is he going to bring back Piplup? Piplup, along with Cody and Junior's other Pokemon, are at the Doofy's lab. So Doofy's Professor Oak in our universe. They're just like living at his lab, having fun, training. We will see them again. Will Jeffy show up in the Pokemon videos? Only as like a random trainer. The problem is the Z of Z any movies really hates to bring Jeffy into videos because he thinks our plush looks really dumb. He owns Jeffy and he just doesn't really want to show him off. But I mean, most likely just a random trainer. He won't be a gym leader or Elite Four. Hello, Cute Tails. Cute Tails says, Blitz, how's your day going? It's going well. I would say Alien 2, Cool Skeleton. It gives a lot of depth with their lore, and the Xeno Queen is a good mix because it shows a monarch to the aliens. I do agree, Cosmos XX. I just hope he gets the kind of characters, because the main character is the same from the first one. Saint Salesman says Brooklyn T Woman. Yes. The Z of Z any movie just came up with that, and it was a funny video. I really think they deserve more views and subscribers. I can see you put a whole lot of work into our videos. Yep, you're not the only one, Cool Skeleton. We do think that as well. We do put a lot of work into the videos, a lot of effort and a lot of time. We're hoping to grow even more, so just do your part and keep watching, and we'll be glad. Are you going to make more videos coming soon and more episodes of Helluva Hazbin? Yes. We will be finishing Season 3. Can't confirm Season 4 yet, though. Alien 3 was kind of weird. It showed no plot, and everyone being bald was weird. Also, having no guns is crazy when it's a prison planet. I just wasn't really a big fan of the third one either. Shelly says, Blitz, hi. Hello, Shelly. Hey, Alistair, are you still rivals with Vox? I do voice Alistair, but sorry, his voice is filtered through a radio voice. So I just go, I'm Alistair, the radio demon, over a filter. So it sounds like it's through radio. So I can't really talk as him, but yes, there's still rivals. And they will be for a time to come. Gene Otaku 91 is here saying, I used to run a plushie series channel called Plushieverse that I stopped doing more videos and shifted to reaction videos. I'll share a link to it. That's very nice. Reacting can be an interesting channel. The runner was a nice touch, but it still wasn't that great, though. I do agree, Cosmos. We need Brooklyn T. Woman Part 2, where Horse Kong, his name was Horse Kong, get pulled over, but then the cop realizes he's autistic and lets him go. Or where the cop is Brooklyn and the Kong gets arrested. I'll talk to the Z of Zini movies, and I'll see if he wants to do that idea. Preston Cox has a question for Mammon. Hey, Mammon, I heard your money got eaten by a shark. Wait, what? How? Psych? Oh, you make me so mad, mate. Blitz, horses are freaking cool. They are. Blitz, do you know a game named Dandy World? No. I do not know that game, Shelly. Got a Helluva Hazbin OC? Feel free to tell us, Cool Skeleton. Saint Salesman says, Yippee. Why did you make Joseph the rival instead of him joining Cody and Jr.? Mainly because we don't have a third actor. It's just me and the Z. So it would be kind of hard to have him and join him in, you know. The episodes would kind of be longer because they'd have to listen to Joseph talk. And also the Z of Zini movies doesn't really like Joseph too much because we never used him in Zini movies, like our normal videos with the puppets. Shelly says, I'm autistic. Cosmo says, this series is underrated and creative. I do agree. So I just watched something completely fucked up, and I need levity. What was it, DJ Mutt? Don't tell us if you can't tell us. Us gambling is so hard at a casino. I'm pretty good at gambling. I have my ways. They're not always fair. Preston says, Hey Husk, have you ever kept track of how many times Angel just flirted with you? No. And I don't care. All I want is him to leave me alone, which has been getting kind of good. Prism Entertainment is here once again saying a platypus, Harry the Platypus. Not sure what the context of that is. I know the show, but like to this live stream. You think SML is going to die out because their videos are getting a little too, how you say, shitty? I don't think they're going to die out. The problem is when you want, if people are looking for a puppet or plush channel, chances are they see SML. It's kind of why a lot of other plush channels don't really do as good, because if someone new comes and wants plush videos, they might just go to SML. Gene says, sure you do, Husk. Can't tell you it because it's against the community guidelines. I don't want you to get in trouble, GJ Mutt, so that's fine. Are you aware that the Godzilla franchise is coming out with a new movie? Maybe. I might have seen that. It doesn't ring too much of a bell, but kind of. How the hell is Cody's mom not in jail for having a failward junior when he was a minor? That's kind of, let's just say she gets away with it. It's like, Judy's a very bad person, but she's also the Nurse Joy of Pokemon. Will you ever do a fairy tale episode? I know you really want that, Prism. We'll see what happens because, like I said, Season 3 is planned out. There's only 5 episodes left, so if there is a Season 4, I'll try to add that in. But if there's not a Season 4, depending on how views go, so everyone here, remember to check out the videos when they come out. Don't skip them. If there is a Season 4, I'll try to add that in. SNL has changed, Gene says. They have SML. Hey, Striker, would you ever babysit Bowser Jr. for Bowser? Sorry, Blitz here. Striker is voiced by the other person, so I'll answer his question for you. And he would not. He really does not want to deal with kids. Unless they're Stellas. Cool skeleton. Oh, that's a different question. Cosmos XX says, Angel, I dare you to hug Huska. Get off of me! Why would you ask that? I don't like being touched by Angel. Yeah. Well, it was worth a shot. Can you make an episode about the Egg Boys? They will be main characters in a full episode. It's not much of a spoiler. You will see them a lot in episode 16, the penultimate episode of season 3. So second to last, if you don't know what that means. What is this about a fairy tale episode? Prism really wants a fairy tale episode where like Nifty becomes like a fairy and the other characters get like these fairy tale powers. Preston Cox says, hey Blitz, how would you feel about meeting up with a character from Star Wars like Darth Vader? To be honest, I don't know who they are. I've heard a lot of people on Earth talk about things, but that's not one of them. So I'm not sure what a Star Destroyer is. Well, the movie came out like right before I died in the 70s, so I kind of know what it is. Husk, I support you, Q-Tail says. Good. Support me on my fight against Angel. Will you ever do a Nifty-centric episode, Prism says? Probably. Nifty does get a lot of screen time in the next Helluva Hazbin episode, though. There's a lot of Millie development and a lot of Sweet Cheeks development coming up, though, in the next one. So, Nifty's in it, too, but it's mainly Millie and Sweet Cheeks. How are you not getting copyrighted from Nintendo if they own Junior's name in Black Yoshi? Well, here's the thing. SML is a lot bigger than us, and they were also doing worse things with those plushies. So, for example, Pokemon, we don't swear in Pokemon. The most we say in Pokemon is hell and damn, because we don't really want to swear in Pokemon because of the kind of viewers it attracts. We're not as bad as SML when it comes to that, the swearing with puppets. With these guys, of course, we're bad with them. Cosmos XX says, get out of the way, Blitz. What's Husker? That's what you get for scamming me. Oh, I see what you're doing. Well, just you wait. Next time we gamble, you're gonna lose everything. Cool Skeleton says, will you kill Valentino in the future? I cannot answer whether or not any character is going to die. Even Angel, Blitz, Husk, Striker, Charlie, Alistair, Adam, Penchus. And yes, I'm just saying that because those characters are all here. I cannot answer who will die and who will not die by the series end. I keep my Valentino and Angel Dust plushies in different rooms because I don't want Angel to be scared. I know, I do kid stuff. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Preston Cox says, hey Blitz, what do you do if Mammon caught you smelling his cash? What would I do? Run? I don't. He's gonna body slam me, and I'm just gonna become a pancake. That's what's gonna happen if he chases and catches up to me. Because he teleports, and I can't teleport. So even though I can run faster than, Big Mam over there, yeah, I don't want to risk him teleporting on top of me and flattening me. So I'm just gonna stay away. Are the V's ever making a comeback in season 3 or season 4? Prism says. So they are. Vox is working on his big plan. Vox does get a lot of screen time in episode... What is it? Next one's 13. 14 is the one where Vox kind of has a big... I can't even talk about that episode, really, because the plot of that one is kind of interesting. It's hard to explain. It's like a man-in-the-mirror situation. But that's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil too much. But yes, the main reason we haven't been using the V's suit much is Adam and Loot. Like, you'll be seeing them a lot in the upcoming episodes because they're the main villains of Season 3. The V's were the main villains of Season 4. Penchus was the main villain of Season 1. It kind of differs each season. But, yes, you will be seeing the V's. Here's my favorite characters, Cute Tail says. Moxie, Blitz, Husk, Charlie, Morningstar, and that's it. Pretty good lineup. I'm glad you like those characters. I could tell you like Moxie. Cosmos XX asks, will there be a special Battle Royale parody where everyone in your series fights in a Battle Royale? That's actually not a bad idea, maybe. In the future, though. That's actually a pretty good idea, but probably won't happen for a while. Who's the main character in Pokemon series, Junior or Cody? Cody is the main character, considering his goal is to become champion of every region, and Junior just wants to become the best Elite Four member, because why be champion if Cody's going for it in every region? They're both main characters, but Cody is more of the main character. Hello, Zini. Sorry I'm late. Hello, Laura Williams. I'm glad to see you here. Hey, Husk, how would you react if you saw 2 angel dusts? Well, I'd run. Unless it's a good day and they're behaving. Because maybe, just maybe, they're gonna try to go for someone else. Like Blitz. Hey. Shut up, Blitz. So hopefully they don't attack. And you know what I mean by attack. Laura says, what's up, Blitzster? Are you looking forward to being seen on Amazon Prime? Oh, you know I am. Gonna wreck that show. And Blitz, do you consider yourself Deadpool's brother from another mother? Not really. I'm just so much better than him. Will you ever do an Alice in Wonderland parody for an episode? I've never watched it, and I don't think the Z has either. So that would be kind of problematic. Preston says, hey Blitz, don't tell Moxie this, but I find it funny that Luna makes fun of his size. I do too. We all make fun of his size. How many seasons will Helluva Hazbin have? Cool Skeleton has. I've gotten that question a lot. It all depends on whether the views are stable. So for example, 5 episodes left of Season 3. If they don't do well, then no Season 4. But if they do stable, they stay on track, or they exceed expectations, we will make a Season 4. And guys, I've already started planning for a Season 4, because I have to plan ahead when I do, like, custom plushies. that take months to arrive. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're like absolutely doing season 4. It just means I have to plan ahead. Because if the views fall, if none of you watch it, then that's going to be a problem. And no season 4. But there will be a season 4 if the views stay stable. Husk, what is your favorite drink? I do like martinis. I drink so much alcohol, it's hard to kind of come up with a single one. Hello, Aiden Martin, if I'm saying that correctly. Who do you think would win the Alien Queen versus Angel Dust? One is traumatized in this fight. The question is, Cosmos, does Angel have his guns? Or does he have nothing? Because Angel has 6 arms. And he does have combat experience. Come play with us, Husky. Shining reference, LOL. DJ Mutt says. Are you going to get a third actor for Joseph? Unfortunately, Aiden, a lot of our money is going into new characters and plushies. We don't really have the funds to pay someone to voice. And we also don't really know anyone that would want to voice a character. It would have to be someone like physical, not someone like online. Because we'd have to get them to hold it. Maybe in the future. Laura Williams says, and Angel Dusk. Will Husk never give you... I see what you're doing. I'm not as dumb as Blitz over here. Hey, Angel. You don't have to be that mean. I caught you, Laura. Can't fool me. You can fool Blitz, though. Preston Cox says, also, Alistair, I say your smile inspires you to the Joker from the Batman franchise. The reason I say this is because you and Joker both have menacing smiles. Alistair does agree. They both have menacing smiles, but Al thinks his is more menacing. I want an IRL Blitz movie where Brandon Rogers does random shit in costume like the Grinch. That would probably be interesting. And Charlie, do you like waffles, Laura says? Sorry, Laura. The Z of Z New Movies voices Charlie, so she can't really talk right now. Neither can Adam or Stryker, but yes, she does really like waffles. Preston says, Alistair, I dare you to call Vox a broken TV set. There he goes. He's gonna go call Vox that. Aiden says, Adam, I want you to say you're a cool dude. I nominate you as the best first man because you're cool. Once again, sorry, I cannot voice Adam. He's just kind of here because people like him. But, I do not voice Adam. Yes, Angel has his guns, but the Queen has Grid, the runner, and the warrior aliens. I don't think Angel's winning that. I think he's going to get overrun. Also, Angel might not know about the acidic blood. Laura says, LOL. Yep, Angel didn't fall. Luna, you're my favorite female Helluva boss character, Preston says. Luna is grateful, but she doesn't want to show it. We got some voice lines here. Cute Tails says, Angel, can you please leave me alone? Oh, come on, Kitty Husk. What did you just say to me? Nothing, Husk. That's what I thought. There you go, Cute Tails. Hey, Husk, will Angel Dust never make you cry, never say goodbye, and never tell a lie and hurt you? Husk, do you realize what you just did? No. What's wrong with that? You know what? I'm not even going to explain it. I guess he doesn't know what that means. Like, what's going on here? Like, is it a joke? Pretty much. So I said something I wasn't supposed to. You could say that. When will we see Angel's dad and the other Mafia members? I'm not confirming if we'll see them or not. It's likely that we won't be seeing his dad, unless, like, something happens where I'm able to get a plush of him. Because Arachnus' story is kind of concluded. Preston says, Mammon, I hope Alistair doesn't haunt you with his smile. Oh, that prick won't haunt me. Laura says, no worries. Please give your colleague my regards. Hello, Shadow86VR. Glad to see you here. Preston says, how does Adam feel about Loot, his sidekick? Adam thinks Loot is a great warrior. Will there be a Lucifer plush? Laura, I suggest you watch the Helluva Hazbin episodes. Lucifer's been a thing since almost actually like a year. He's been in episodes for a year now. So catch up on those episodes. Give Adam a fist bump for me. That would be amazing. Alright. This is for Aiden. Fist bump for Adam. The runner dies because it's weaker in general. The warriors also die because guns hurt, and Grid kills Angel because he's probably smarter than him. I do see that Cosmos. I do think Angel will put up a fight. It's just like there's so much going on for him. Hey Striker, will Stella never give you up? Striker doesn't really know. He's another character I don't really voice, sorry. You rickrolled me. I guess that's what that called. Yes, that's what that's called, Husk. Preston says, Angel Dust, does Val still abuse you? Yes. When did I say he wasn't abusing me? Are you going to get a third voice actor for Joseph? Probably not, unless we're able to find someone, but it will be a while if we do. Cosmo says, haha, Husker classic. Husker, stop using your bulldozer noises. I always use my bulldozer noises. Hey Blitz, will Stolas never let... Oh, you think you can get me again, Laura? You think you can trick me again? Well, you can. Never let you down, never run around, and never desert you. What do you think of the Baja Blast drink? Never had it. Cute Tales. Excellent, sorry for not keeping up much. I've been busy with writing and such. That's okay, Laura, as long as you watch them, because we put a lot of effort. Hey, I rhymed, Laura says. Are you going to give Joseph a new voice actor? Like I said, no, unless we're able to find someone. Trust me, we're not making much from YouTube, so that money's coming from my paychecks. And I have to pay for all these characters. So, kind of hard to do that. Preston says, hey, Mammon, if you insulted Alistair and he got angry and threatened you to rip your soul apart, what would you do? Well, I'd kill him, mate. Dollar blades. Cute Tail says, Blitz, if you give something a gift for your mom for Mother's Day, what would you give? Well, I don't have much to give, but what I'd want to do is just show her how much I've really gained. I'm going to show her that I was actually becoming something in my life, an imp that could actually stand up for himself. That's what I'd want to give her for Valentine's. The view that imps can become something. Best has-been / Helluva boss YTP for you? I've seen some, but I can't really remember the names. I know one person made YTPs for every single has-been episode. So whoever they were, that's them. Laura says, hee hee. Cosmos XX says, I'm about to say Husker's real name. It's Husker the Third of Katzenberg. Husker the Third of Katzenberg. I'm not some big royal big shot. Katzenberg sounds like that kind of name. And also, I don't like that I'm a cat. I just came down here and I'm a cat. I've been that since the 70s. Well, too bad, Husk. I got another question. Bruston says, Husk, how do you feel about making a deal with Alistair? Very bad decision. He pulls me out of nowhere. I bet you guys do, Laura says. We do. If Stolas was here, will Blitz never make him cry, never tell a lie, and get him? Well, we'll see about that. Laura says, hey, Memon, am I funny? Let's see what jokes you got. You're a woman, so can't really say much about that. Alright, man, you don't have to be like that. Let's hear her jokes. Bye, guys, going to do my own thing. Goodbye, cool skeleton. See you as a friend. He says, we were glad to have you in the stream. We hope you enjoyed it. We got another Penchus question. Sir Penchus, how do you feel about being voiced by British actor John Cleese, if I'm saying that correctly? I don't exactly know who that is, but if you're suggesting it, I'm sure he's a good actor. That's a very inspirational speech, Blitz. It was, Cosmo says. How many of you guys are here? So when the next Q&A will commence. So I'm not sure about how many guys you are here, if you mind explaining, Laura. I do not get that part. Like plushies, like these characters. Also Alistair. I just kind of picked random ones and ones I voice. Adam, Striker, like Charlie, I don't voice them, but I just decided to put them in the background. I also don't voice Pokemon like Scyther or anything. I do voice Pokemon, but not those ones. They're kind of just here for decoration. The next Q&A will probably be in a couple months. We don't do them too often, just because we want to give time for people to come up with new questions and all that. But I hope you liked the one we just posted, because we did post it. The full Q&A reaction. Angel, I know you like Husk. Oh, this is for Angel. Angel, I know you like Husk, and I hope you enjoy some quality time with him when you get a chance. I really do hope I get a chance, Aiden. Let's hope I do. Fingers crossed. All sickest of mine. Laura says, okay, how can you tell if a boxer is good at comedy? This is for you, ma'am. How can you tell if a boxer is good at comedy in DIY? If he nails the punchline. Let's see another one. Okay, this is another Cute Tales voice request. So let's see how I can do this with one hand. Husk, how many money do you have? How much did you win at the gambling casino? Yeah, and also, why are you in love with horses, Blitz? Because horsers are freaking cool, Husk. That was Cute Tales' voice request. Question for Pen. Laura says, and Sir Penchus, how are the egg boys? Excellent. Or should I say, excellent. How's Luna doing? She's good. But she's a phonehead. She's on her room in her phone, probably texting Octavia or whatever. Her friends. I mean the plushies. My apologies, Laura says. So, just for clarification, I have Angel, Mammon, Penchus, Blitz, and Husk with me. I do voice Alistair, but I don't have the filter because that has to be done through the, device. Charlie, Striker, and Adam, along with the Pokemon I have here, like Scyther and Victory Bell and Teddy Ursa. I don't play them, so the most I can do is nod their heads and kind of answer their questions for them because they're voiced by the Z of Xeni movies. Screw it. Think of any comeuppance for Stella, GJ says. Hey, Blitz, how would you feel about your IMP villain being made into Hot Wheels? Well, it depends. Is it a good-looking car or van? Will Chef PP do an Uno of reverse and be the final antagonist and have a Charizard, Crocodile, Poliwhirl, and fight Junior and Cody? I know I spelled some of the names wrong. So Chef PP is a gym leader in the Kanto region. We did make a Kanto region plus series. It was really bad because we made it when we were younger. The thing is, we can't use Crocodile because Crocodile is Gen 5. But he is a rock type user. But because you mentioned Crocodile, I'll get something specifically for you, Cosmos XX. So give me a second. Here's Crocodile. Just because it won't happen, but I decided I'll show him off. Because who knows if we're getting to Gen 5 or not. I am back. Laura says, okay, what's a cat's favorite Disney movie? Mammy, this is for you. Okay, what's a cat's favorite Disney movie? The Little Mermaid. Alright. Don't really like that one, mate. But I did kind of think the first one was alright. What do you think about that, Joke Husk? It was decent. Hello, Ali, if I'm saying that correctly. Glad to see you on the stream. I believe you're new, so I hope you like our content and our live stream. Hey Blitz, how would you beat Mammon on a game of Uno? Cheat. Another joke for Mam. What do you call a Spider-Man that runs tracks? Miles Morales. Bah-ha-ha-ha-ha. Oh, that was a funny one, mate. Laura, I'm gonna be real with you. What if Mammon's just laughing at that because Cosmo isn't a woman? And you are. You know how Mammon is. I just can't let Mammon hear me because no one wants him catching up to us. What were you saying, Blitz? Blitzo? Nothing, ma'am. Alright, mate. Hello, Hazbin Hotel and Friends show. I've never seen you on a stream or a video before. I'm not sure if you commented or not, but I hope you like our content in this stream. Feel free to ask questions. I gotta go prepare for dinner now. Cheerio, every plush. Thanks for answering my questions and having an awesome evening. Alright, goodbye, Laura. It is not evening for us. It is actually, we're on the East Coast, so it's 1:11 for us. But we hope you have a good evening, and we'll have a good afternoon. And we enjoyed you being on our stream. I hope you come to the next one, and catch up on our episodes. Q-Tail says, Husk, just ignore Angel. Just don't talk to him. Me and Angel are getting on better. We're kind of trying to become friendly towards each other. You know, if Angel cuts out the sexual stuff, like we started that in season 3, episode 9, but it's just kind of hard with him doing all these sexual jokes. Even if he tries not to, he just does them anyway. Preston asks Alistair if you used your powers to cheat at playing Uno with Vox, would you picture him flipping out? Vox would flip out. That Crocodile looks great. Thank you, Cosmos. It is from the Sitting Cuties line on the official Pokemon Center site. If you're interested in buying one, it should be about $17. Hello, Stolas. Thraxred says, I do not currently have Stolas with me, but Stolas says, hello. I can get him for you if you want. Hair characters, what punishment do you want to see Stella get? Well, being that Stella probably kind of like... Me and Stolas aren't on the best terms right now because he's a hypocrite. But, I mean, I'd want to get, see Stella have a... Let's just say a giant piano fall on her head. I don't really care.
I know who she is. She destroyed Stolas' mansion in one of our later episodes, like episode 10. Well, not herself, Stryker did, but she operated the whole thing. Why don't I use my guns on her?
And I would use a grand machine, an electrifying giant cannon, to fire a laser blast full of electricity at her face.
Hey, Angel Dust, have you ever hired lawyers? I had a suggestion putting a restraining order on Valentino. It's kind of hard to do in hell, because he legally owns my soul. Because he's an overlord, and unfortunately, that's how things are down here. What? Question for the members.
Cosmos XX says, what do you call Dragon in Midnight? Dragonite! Wahaha! Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one.
What do you know? It's 10:11 for me. So you are 2 hours behind us. I believe Cosmos. Preston Cox says,
Husk, how do you feel about having Keith David being your voice actor? Pretty good. He did a good job.
Hey Bullets, what's so awesome about you being on Amazon Prime?
That is so amazing. Well, I'm gonna watch it on YouTube because I don't purchase Amazon Prime. Just so you know, the official Helluva Boss episodes, the animated ones, won't come out like until a month after they've been on Prime. I don't really agree with that idea because of spoilers, but unfortunately you have to wait an extra month for episodes. Laura says, P.S. Mammon, will you ever give Gless and Glam up? Never let them down? Never run around and desert them? Oh, great, I got Rickroll, mate. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna hit Fizzy for that. Serpentis, how do you feel about having eggs as henchmen? They're alright. They're weak, but with weapons they can be better. And under my leadership, they will be quite powerful.
Keith David should be Santa Claus, DJ Mutt says. You'd have the voice for it. Hey, you know what? We haven't heard Blitz scream very loudly.
Ah!
There he is, screaming.
Cute Tail says, Mammon, nice Australian accent, mate. It is a great Australian accent.
Alright, everyone. I finally finished and got to the bottom of the chat, so feel free to ask anything else, because we'll be going shortly. Hey Blitz, can Luna join? My question for her, has she ever wanted to be a song rapper? She hasn't. Music's kind of Octavia's thing, and unfortunately, while I can bring Luna into the stream, I don't voice her. The person behind the camera, that is. Why is there no Cherry Bomb plushie? You'd think there'd be something of her by now. It depends on what YouTube's does, since they kind of run the Hazbin plushies now. Maybe you'll see Cherry Bomb in an episode. Maybe you won't. I mean, I have commissioned plush to be made. Because Mammon, you can't get Mammon. Yeah, like, I commissioned him to be made personally, so who knows what characters I have and haven't done that for.
Are you going to destroy the world? Well, I was going to, Cute Tails, but now I'm kind of on the light side of things. Since Season 3, Episode 2, I've joined the hotel to try and seek redemption, but it's kind of hard.
This question's for Blitz and me. Whatever happened to that green leech? Man, I don't know. It's just like that green leech kind of just disappeared. I do agree, Blitz, that green leech, it's just like, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it could have gone, but we don't have the green leech anymore. How often do I chill with Stolas, Preston says. Not much, since we kind of got into an argument. Will ever do a full plush collection with every plush and puppet you and the Z&E have? Yes. But it will probably be a while, since we do want to do a Pokemon collection. We already did Hazbin, like 3 times. So until we get more Hazbin characters shown on the series, I mean, of course I have more. Like, Obviously I've confirmed we have sins. Like every sin is gonna be seen. I have Belphegor. I'm not gonna show her, but I have a Belphegor plush, and I have other characters. And don't take the Belphegor plush as a spoiler. All the sins I've confirmed many times will be seen. But yes, we will be doing that eventually. But I do want to do like Pokemon. We did a Scooby one. We'll probably do a puppet collection with the Z&E movies. You have to include the Green Leech in that plush collection if you can find it. We will try. Now, the last thing I'm going to really try and do is answer some of my questions that I got on the Q&A. Plus, don't look now, but I think Angel Dust is drawing pictures of you and him. Well, we better not be. Yes, I'm the freaking Chupacabra. Well, Chupracadupra. Didn't read that fully. Did Mammon get in trouble with Z and you for spoiling Belphegor and Leviathan? He did get in trouble. Ozzy really made it noticeable that he was spoiling, so he did get in trouble offset. So, if you didn't read my comment on the Q&A 5, my questions will be done on the stream, so I'm just going to get those out before the stream ends. Juan Hernandez asks, will Helluva Hazbin have a season 4? It depends on the views. There's 5 episodes of season 3 left. We hope to get out. I've planned episodes for season 4 because I have to plan ahead no matter what. But if the views stay stable or exceed expectations, we will. If they fall, no. Should I even question what y'all did to Mammon? You should not question. That was a very interesting thing that happened. Riley Gamer asks, for Z&E, are the Helluva Hazbin shorts canon? I did answer this earlier, but no. They're just kind of there for fun and extra content. So, for example, Val never met Stolas. That was just a short thing. Blitz, you're the best gunslinger. Striker would disagree, but I do agree I'm the best gunslinger. Igor5 on the Q&A asked, what is your favorite franchise and show? Favorite franchise, probably like, I guess Pokemon. I don't think you could count you can't really count Hazbin as a franchise. You forgot my question, Cute Tail says. Feel free to leave it again in the comments. Because you did retract a message I see in the chat, so I'm not sure if that was it. Are you gonna read Pokemon this Sunday or next Sunday? This upcoming one. So not today, but Saturday or Sunday of next week. And we hope to see you there. We can't really tell if you are if you don't comment. So it is a gym battle. We would love to know your thoughts on it. Junior and Cody have a lot of advantages against it. It is a grass gym, so they're gonna have a lot of strengths, let's just say. What is your favorite song? Mine is Eminem, Berserk, and Hundi. I am not quite sure as I don't listen to much music. I do like the song Sir Duke, though. Super Jose is here saying hello. Striker, would you team up with Adam? This is kind of hard because I don't voice either of these characters. But Striker says no. He wouldn't join up with someone from heaven. Ivy Espoen asks, what inspired you to make plush videos? What's your inspirations? Ever since I was young, like young, I watched plush videos and I had certain series that I'd watch and I got really inspired and I'd take like my parents' phone and kind of record plush videos with like Plants vs. Zombies characters, and that kind of inspired me. Also SML, and both me and the Z&E were inspired to make a plush series I came up to him one day and kind of asked, and that's where our channel started. How is it on the third gym if you're are on episode 14? Well, we just got out episode 14. So if you don't know, guys, episode 14 of Pokemon's out. 15 is the gym. And like you don't do too much. Like we've had like 4 episodes, 5 episodes before this gym. And also like with our schedule, it's a fine way of coming out with gyms. Some gyms are even closer. Like in the games, you go to the 6th gym right after beating the 5th in the Johto games. So it's 12. I got to go bye-bye and tell Blitz you're the best character, and also Husk, you're actually cool.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm the best. I know I'm the best. Goodbye, Q-Tails. Can you try FNAF 1 Meet Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss plush? We can't really, mainly because the only reason we'd ever use FNAF plush is for a normal video character, Zany movie called Morton. Just this obsessed person who like is in love with Mangle and he's like in college. He's like a joke character. It's the reason why we only use the FNAF plush is because of him. Has Striker ever been called Watt? ERP? He has not been called that. AB Master asks when is the next live stream. I'm not sure, but probably maybe on a weekend. And that is all my questions from the Q&A. Will there be a sequel to the Morton video? Not a sequel, but there will be another video with Morton. We just haven't planned it yet. So you will be seeing Morton in another video, definitely. But we actually have a normal Azini movie recorded. Morton is not in it, but it's a Saw video with the kids, like Junior Cody, Joseph, Toad, Diddy Kong, all that.
Mammon, has Blitz ever called you a leprechaun? No, he hasn't, thankfully, mate.
Super Jose says, do you have a Luna plush? I do. And I can tell you are brand new to the channel. So if you don't know, we have a Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel crossover plush series. We've done it way before they released their announcement of a crossover. We also have a Pokemon series, a Scooby-Doo Unfiltered, which is very inappropriate, so only watch if you're, like, of age. And as the, like, puppet videos based on kind of SML-like, but not quite. If you had the license to add a Xenomorph to your series, add a mutant to Serpentius' army. Well, I did kind of declare war on heaven in the latest Helluva Hazbin episode. But my eggs say that's not a good idea. Maybe I should add one to my army, because they're being quite foolish. Alright, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'm very glad that you all were able to come. If so, what Xenomorph would it be? Well, probably the Razor Claw one. Since if that's the favorite of the person behind the camera, then chances are if there's ever one on my team, it would be that one. But it would have to be a crossover thing. But anyway, Pentious is finished with his question. I hope you all liked the content. So, goodbye. And hope to see you on our next stream.